What's up, John? Just drinking the last of my Wild Bill's old-fashioned soda pop. We had Retropalooza Houston this weekend down in Pasadena, Texas. Awesome video game convention for all things retro, pop culture, video games. Put on by the Game Chasers, Jay and Billy. Had an amazing time. They had right next to my booth, they had unlimited soda. You buy the cup, you get unlimited soda. I'm probably going to get diabetes, but the root beer was so good. And the cream soda was good, and the orange soda was good, and they had a black cherry too. It was really good. So I've been drinking soda all weekend. Probably my favorite thing at the convention. More conventions need food and snacks. But yeah, I had an awesome time selling again. I had my table. The table did really well. Like they always say, if you want a good collection, sell, because that's what happened. It's like I sold stuff, but I ended up coming home with stuff that I like even better than the stuff I sold. And it was pretty crazy. So I'm going to do the pickups and go through some things, but I guess I'll do a little bit of a con review first. One of my favorite pieces, it just kind of gets into the pickups, but it's more talking about people. So there's an artist right across from me, Frank Campos Jr. I believe he's from Houston, and he's a really amazing artist. His stuff is super clean, like very Disney animation style, really clean. But he was doing little sketches. And I got this. This is so cool. Ugly Sonic. Y'all remember when they first did the trailer for Sonic and the Sonic movie, and he had teeth, and he was really ugly. And now on Disney Plus, there's a Chippendale movie, a new Chippendale movie, and they make fun of Ugly Sonic. And this is just so hilarious. It's the most amazing thing ever. So Frank Campos Jr. did Ugly Sonic for me. I'm going to get this framed. I swear to God. I gotta measure this and figure out what kind of frame I need. But this is just amazing. I love Ugly Sonic. It's my favorite thing ever. Yeah, it was a good weekend. Everybody hanging out. It was always good to see our friends from Houston, but our friends from out of town. Doug from Retro City Games in Nevada. If you ever go to Las Vegas or Henderson, go check out his stores. He's got 2 stores in the Vegas area. He's always at every Retropalooza. And he always brings really cool stuff. He does awesome trades and really cool stuff. And then our buddy Mike from Tampa was there again, and a really good friend. We got to hang out with him on Friday night. We went over to AC from Rare Classic Games, which is a game store here in Houston. We went to AC's and we were chilling and grilling. And he made this salsa that was so hot, like I'm still feeling it. I think I'm still sweating from it. But yeah, it was an awesome time. Sega Steve came out too. I know he's a Houston guy, but Sega Steve was selling really cool because he had kind of a black hole collection, and nothing ever left it, and he decided to start selling some stuff. He brought some amazing stuff. Sega Steve used to work for Sony back in the day, and he's got a lot of really cool stories about that, and he's a big Sega collector. And of course, Scott Squatch was there. He's from Tampa as well. He hasn't been out to Retropalooza in a couple of years, and he came out and he brought the heat. It was bad. I was sweating. I went over his booth on Friday and setting up. I started sweating. I was seeing games that I never see. I'm a big Game Boy guy. He had Trip World, not the Japan black and white label version, the Nintendo of Europe one, the color label. He had Shantae, Game Boy Color, Spud's Adventure, Amazing Tater. He had every heavy game on every system. The Little Samson, complete in box, Kuon. He had the Super Bomberman big box for Super Nintendo, Hagane in the box, CIB, like everything was mint. He had a lot of sealed stuff too, which I don't even try to look at. But yeah, it was really cool seeing all of Scott Squatch's stuff. And of course, all the regulars, that were there. There were some people missing this year, like Dan Kelly from Chicago. I texted him the other day and I was like, "Are you going to Retropalooza?" He's like, "No, he's skipping out." So I don't know if it was Memorial Day weekend or I know the price of gas. It's got to be a lot to come from Chicago, but everybody was missing Dan. Everybody's like, "Man, where's Dan Kelly?" So because he always has an awesome booth. And D-Pad from New Braunfels, they weren't there, and I saw him on Saturday for the owner, and he was just kind of like, "Yeah, we don't have enough people right now, staffing wise, to keep the store open and come down to Retropalooza." So they came and shopped, and they were hanging out, but they didn't have their booth, so I really missed them. And then who else did we miss? There was one other person that I can't remember. Was that it? I don't know. There's 3 people that I was really missing this year. But all in all, it was good. There were some new people out there. Like I said, Steve was there. There's a new guy that I met from Oregon. I believe his name is Richard. I hope I got that right. So it was Richard. He had an awesome 5-inch Sony PVM. So yeah, there was a lot of new people there, some new vendors, and it was really fun. It's a really good time. And I loved hanging out with everybody. So yeah, but I'll just get into the pickups, and most of this stuff I traded for, or this is stuff that came in on trades that I kept. The trades were awesome again, as always. So first off, I got Dr. Mario CIB, really nice copy. I love this game. I know it's not worth a lot to most people, but I just love puzzle games, and I love Dr. Mario, and I love the soundtrack, and this is my favorite system to play this game on too. I just love the song on there, the soundtrack on the game. That was the only NES game that I got. So I don't do Game Boy. It's so funny because I sold this game and I got it back. So I had sold Mega Man 2, and I got another copy, which was hilarious. And then I got this in on trade, Mega Man. I got this in on trade, Final Fantasy Legend. I don't know why this is over here. I'll just show you this is a cool game anyways. I brought this with me, but Batman, Return of the Joker on Game Boy. And then I got this on trade, awesome Attack of the Killer Tomatoes on Game Boy. I never had this, and I never played it on Game Boy, so I want to play this. I've played the game on the Nintendo, but I haven't played it on the Game Boy. Then, so other pickups. So this is what's hilarious is, like, I just bring my stuff, and if it sells, it sells, and maybe whatever. Like if people want to pay what I'm asking, and it sells, it sells. So one game that I saw was Super Mario All-Stars on the Super Nintendo, and then I think almost exactly what I paid for it. I bought the game again, and this copy is better than the one that I had. So it's awesome. Super clean CIB Super Mario All-Stars. It's a really nice copy, and this is one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo. When I had my Super Nintendo, I got my Super Nintendo really late in '99, but this is one of the games that came with it. I bought like a bundle from my friend, and this is how the first time I ever beat Mario. It's not the first time I played it, but the first time I ever beat Mario 1 was on this game, was on this cartridge. So I kind of like that version, and I like the Mario 3 version on here. I know a lot of people, I don't know, I know people like it. They did a really good job. And then another CIB that I picked up is Kirby's Avalanche on the Super Nintendo. I like this game. It's not like there's not really much wrong with it compared to some of my other CIBs. It's just got like a little bit of, I don't know if it's sun faded on the side or not, but it's a really, really awesome game. And this is like the puzzle game. And like I said, I like puzzle games, so really excited to grab this one. And now I want to get more Kirby games. So that was it for Super. What I wanted to tell you, something that I learned this weekend. I love Super Nintendo, and I love the SNES Junior. And one of my buddies, Daniel, he's actually the one that traded me Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Daniel was telling me about I didn't know there's 2 versions of the Super Nintendo controller, and all this time I never realized. So if you see, like, the SNES Junior is right there. There's a SNES Junior in the box, and this is the controller for the SNES Junior. And if you look right there on the controller, see on the top where it says Nintendo, it's embossed in there. That's kind of the way it is on the N64. So I didn't know that. So there's 2 versions. So Daniel traded me because I needed it, because I have the box, but I didn't have the controller. So he traded me his controller, and it's actually different on the back too. So I didn't even know there were variants of this. This is the crazy stuff you learn when you hang out with video game people. But yeah, it's the SNS 102 controller, and even the back is different. Totally different back and front. And yeah, so this is like a regular Nintendo, Super Nintendo controller with the print on there. So yeah, I learned something new, and I got that controller. So I want to get some more. I at least want to get 2 more of those. Or maybe I just need 1 more for my SNES Junior. So I'm keeping an eye out for those. Then one thing that I picked up is, speaking of Super Nintendo, is the Super Famicom. So I picked this up from Doug, our buddy from Retro City Games in Vegas. He had a bunch of them for sale, and luckily I was there Friday when he was setting up, and I grabbed the widest one he had with the widest controller he had, because these go yellow pretty quick. We have never had a Super Famicom. I used to have a modded Super Nintendo so I could play it, and I've never had one. And I picked up a bunch of Super Famicom games. Turns out they're really cheap, so it's a fun way if you're gaming on a budget or you just want to check out something new. And I just got stuff that I knew would be good. I got F-Zero, you can see there. And then I picked up Lemmings, Sunsoft. I got Lemmings. Then I got Super Donkey Kong with the amazing soundtrack. Super Donkey Kong 2, which is, this is probably the funnest one, I think, in the series. It's got a really good, I don't know if it's 2-player, but yeah, it's got his sister or whatever. And I got, well, I can't find it, but I got Donkey Kong 3 somewhere. It's in one of my tubs. Picked up Mortal Kombat. I got another Kirby game. I'm pretty sure this is Kirby Star Stacker, which is like another puzzle game, Kirby game. But I'm not really sure. And this one's cool. It has these little labels on the top that say soft name Super Famicom. So I guess it's like a label where you can put your name on it. Tinytune Adventures. I remember this game being really fun on the Super Nintendo. And then Super Street Fighter 2. NBA Jam. And then Super Mario Kart. And this one's awesome. It comes with this cassette jewel case, like a old school cassette. Really neat. So I got that. So that was pretty cool. Then also on trade, I got two N64s. So I got 2 of those in on trade, and then I got a bunch, like they kind of came bundled with games. So I got some N64 games. I got Ocarina of Time, classic, one of the best soundtracks on. That's hard to say because there's a lot of good ones on the N64, but Ocarina of Time is amazing. I love just living and running on the TV and listening to it. Super Smash Brothers. I got a Kobe Bryant NBA courtside. R.I.P. Kobe. And then NFL Quarterback Club 98. Oh, it's probably a $5 game, I'm not sure. And Mission Impossible. This game's pretty cool. And then I got this game, brand new sealed for the Switch, the Star Wars Skywalker Saga. I wanted to pick this up. Everybody's been talking about it and like trying to get 100%. And I've been trying not to watch too much of the videos, but I want to play this game. And then I also, for Switch, I got a Switch. Is this a Switch Mini? It's like the teal version. So somebody traded this in. So I don't have one of these. I have it. I have 2 Switches. I have the Animal Crossing Switch, and then I have the Mario Odyssey Switch, but I never had one of these. So I thought, like, cool. I'll check it out, and I'll probably be playing that Star Wars Skywalker Saga. It's really comfortable, so I like the size of it. So yeah, that's, oh, and then toys. So I got some stuff. This stuff I got for my kid. I got some boot Lego. I usually don't get these, but these guys were like the boots across for me, and they're cool dudes. They're helping me out. So I got Sonic with the ring. I got boot Lego Mario with the boot Lego Goomba, and then I got this hilarious Iron Spider, and it's Iron Spider with the Peter Parker head on top. And then another thing that I got from, oh, of course, like our buddy Greg was there. Greg owns Game Bros in LaPorte, and he's got I forgot the name of his other store, but anyway, something Culture. But I got this off of Greg. This Optimus Prime, Megatron, Creo Transformers. So me and my kid are probably going to get into this, and we'll be putting this together summer vacation. So that's perfect. But yeah, I had an awesome time. It was really great seeing everybody. The turnout was really good. Saturday morning was crazy. It was just nonstop busy. And the funny thing about Retropalooza is it'll get really slow on the sales floor. And you're like, oh, I guess it's over, but it's not. It's just because depending on who's doing their panel, they'll be like, I don't know, probably 300 people leave and go to see a panel. So people would leave and then come back. And then Sunday was really good too. A lot of families and stuff. And I did really good selling games and stuff. I didn't make a video before this, but if you follow me on Instagram, whatever, I bought I don't know, about 300 NES and Super Nintendo games. Nothing crazy, like everything under $20. And so I thought it was an awesome sale. It was three games for $20. So it's like $6.66 a piece. We get 3 games for $20. And I mean, some of the games everything was under 20. So some of them were 20, some were 15, some were 5, some were 2. And it kind of worked out. Like people were buying all the stuff, like all the games, and getting what they needed. And it was good because there wasn't a lot of doubles. There was a lot of 5-screw variants if there was doubles. So it was really cool. I did really good with the cheaper stuff. I didn't really sell hardly any high-end stuff. I think, money's kind of tight right now for everybody. But for the gaming on a budget crowd, I had a lot of good stuff. I threw some Game Boy stuff in there too. So, I thought I did really good with that stuff. And then I had a Star Wars dollar bin that did really well. I sold some big things. I guess I sold 3 CRTs, and I sold like a Game Boy Advance SP. I sold my racing wheel and pedals and stuff. So there's a couple big things, but all in all, it was mainly the 3 for $20 sale. It did really well, and I mean, I had over 300 games on there, and then I came home with hardly anything. So yeah, I had a really awesome time. And said bye to some things in my collection, but I also added some things that I'm excited about. So it's really fun. Like, I recommend it. I recommend selling games if you like collecting. Just don't get attached to stuff. Stuff comes and goes. You'll end up getting a better version later. It just always seems to work out that way. And it's more about hanging out. I had a really awesome sales. Like, it's so weird to have an awesome gaming moment selling something. But this couple came in, and they're like, I'd say they're older, but they're like my age. They're probably in their 40s. And the guy came up, and he saw like Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, and he was like, whoa. Like, it was a big deal to him. And it, collectors want it because it's worth more than like regular Punch-Out, But this guy was like, oh man, I remember playing this game with my brother, and he was like, does it work? I was like, yeah. Like, I got the TV, I got the NES, let's put it on. We put it on, and he started fighting, and I don't know, it's like Glass Joe or whatever the first round, and he was just playing and beat him, and his wife like paid me for the game, and he was tearing up. Like, I could see, like, he was tearing up. He's like, man, I'm getting emotional. Like, I haven't played this game since like early 90s, and he didn't have a console to play it on. And I showed him what I had, but I just have like retro NES, and he wanted something for his HD TV. So the guys next to me, they had like the Retrons and the clone consoles. So I think he picked up like a clone console. But that was really cool. Like, I don't know how they ended up at Retropalooza. or how they ended up in my booth, but to see somebody like play Mike Tyson's Punch Out for the first time in what must be 30 years, you know, it was really cool. And I love stuff like that. I love when you see people and they remember something, because I've had that experience myself. Like, I've forgotten about games, and then I would be at the flea market and I would see a game that I had when I was a kid that I totally forgot about. Solar Striker on Game Boy was one of those. I totally forgot, like, blanked that game out of my mind, because it's not Contra, it's not Bad Dudes. It wasn't a game that they made memes about, or that was remembered by everybody, or even like popular on, I don't even know if that was on the Wii Classic console or whatever. So yeah, but seeing those games and just seeing them for the first time again, and getting all the memories back, like that was an awesome moment in my life when I saw that at the flea market. And I still, like, I wish I could go back and get that now. Now we have like lists of every game, but yeah, it was just really cool. So I had a blast at Retropalooza. It was great seeing everybody hanging out, setting up, just a great time, and seeing some of the people that were there last year. It's a lot of the same people, everybody in the community. It's like the same people, and I'm like, I would see people like, oh, I remember I sold this to you last year, and they, repeat customers, I guess. So it was a really good time. I'm exhausted. I'm tired. My back hurts. I'm sweaty. I need to take a shower. But yeah, it was a good time. Probably, I mean, I already got off work for Arlington, so I'm gonna be there. I don't know if I'm gonna sell. I always say that. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna do it. It just depends on how much or what I have to sell. But I'm sure by the time it comes around, I'll have stuff to sell. So yeah, it was a great time, Retropalooza. And if you saw me there, leave a comment. And if we did a deal or trade, hopefully everything is good. Oh, one person, I had a Rob the Robot, and I sold it, and it was complete. And the guy left one of the gyros. So if you bought Rob the Robot from me, I'm trying to get in touch with you. So reach out, because I have the gyro, and I'll keep it with me. And if I'll bring it to Retropalooza next year, if that's the next time I see you. But hopefully we can meet up before then, because I really want you to have the gyro. I don't have any use for just the gyro, and I want that set to be complete. So yeah, if that's you, get in touch. Okay. All right, dude. Well, that's it. I'll see you next time. I'm gonna try to start doing some more videos, some more podcast stuff. And I've been working with AC from Marin Classic. We're gonna try and start getting more content going. But anyways, that's it. Peace out.